Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and my first junk journal. I am Nicole and I've been scrapbooking for a number of years, but when I discovered junk journals, I decided to try to make one even though I didn't have the recommended supplies or tools. So this junk journal is very pattern paper heavy because, as I said, I've been scrapbooking for a while and I had a lot of papers in my stash that I wanted to use up. I repurposed an old book and I used chipboard for the spine and I covered it in craft text. I wanted a little pop of color, so I used this ruby colored ribbon from my stash. I covered it in pattern paper and then I went over it with a matte media by Tim Holtz so that I could get the matte texture that I wanted. For the spine, I pulled some fabric and some charms and different twine and ribbons from my stash. So let's just get into the book. Okay, I knew I wanted a lot of signatures because I had a lot of paper to use up, but I ended up with 3 signatures for this book. I used a fabric here to cover up the area where the spine meets this paper here. Okay, and so there's just lots of pockets that I did not seal because this is just the base. I wanted to record this video before I got into using it and before I covered up any of the, before I sealed any of the pockets. So here's a little area that could be a tuck spot and some shorter sheets of paper for, you know, just interest. More large sheets of scrap paper. This is like a fabric texture just to add some different textures in the book. Some shorter sheets. Here are some of the book pages. A doily, another little, what will be a pocket, but a shorter, more book pages. And this is just a bag just for some added texture. This is the center of this signature, and I haven't sealed that yet because I haven't decided how I want to do that. And that's just the other side of the bag. That could be another little tuck area. More book pages on the other side. And that was just a graphic that was in the original book that I just thought was pretty interesting. So I'm just going to start flipping a little bit faster. Just more shorter pages. More scrapbook paper, and that's the end of that signature. And this is just like a fabric washi that I had to cover up that area. Another little short page that has a little flap there that could be a tuck spot later. This is a scrap paper that has a little bit of tearing at the bottom. Here's some ledger paper. And this is actually ledger paper that I used when I was in college. Some shorter sheets, music print. See the writing here on this ledger paper. And this is just a fabric sheet that I just thought was, you know, would add some interest as well. Some graph style paper, but it's still scrapbook paper. And this is just a little fold out, an envelope in the center of the signature that I haven't sealed yet. Some more tearing. The other side of the ledger paper. More scrapbook pages. And that's the end of that signature. And so here we have more scrapbook paper. I think this was a very old 7 Gypsies. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Someone correct me. This is just some old paper from that stash with some tearing on the edge. Another little fold out. A shorter sheet with some tearing out, probably seal and make a little pocket as well. Here's this thinner paper, one-sided, single-sided paper. These were 2 large fold outs. So plenty of room for journaling or pictures if it, you know, tends to be too busy. And that was just something left over from a project that I thought would look neat in there as well. Another little open. And this is a a double fold right here with a shorter sheet and an open envelope in the center. Another little open page. Another large, nice large fold out. I love those. Just a fold. A little. This is just something for my stash where I did a little bit of punching on the edge, and I just left it like that until I get ready to work in it. Fold out sheet. This is another little fold that had just a cutout. Lots and lots of scrapbook paper, which makes it really hard for sewing. So in hindsight, I love the way it turned out, but I would probably use less thick scrapbook paper just to make it a little bit easier on myself when I have to sew the signatures. So here we are. I'm thinking to just pretty it up a little bit more on the edges. I may add some lace or some type of trim. I don't know. Leave me some information in the comments below and let me know what you think. Let me know if I should just leave it as is with the grunge look, or if you think I should add some type of trim or something around it just to finish it off. Thank you for watching.